Hello North Country and welcome to Bailey Avenue Field in Plattsburgh for Plattsburgh North Star football. Tonight it's the semifinal game of the 1995 Empire Football League playoffs as the Plattsburgh North Stars meet the Syracuse Storm. I'm Foxy Gagnon, joined as always by the North Stars football analyst and my longtime sidekick, Goose Gagnon. Goose, when these teams met around mid-season, it was a big victory for the Plattsburgh North Stars. Can we expect the same tonight?
No.
Oh boy, you better explain that one, Goose.
Well, Foxy, playoff atmosphere in the playoffs. It's a brand new season. Foxy, it's hard to beat a good team twice in a season. This is the second time the North Stars are playing the Storm, and the Storm is a very good team. The North Stars are going to have to put out a really good effort tonight to beat them for the second time and to get into the championship game.
Okay, well, they scored 27 points last time. Let's talk about the offense first.
Well, we got a lot. Let me first say, Foxy, that if any team needed a bye in the playoffs, it was the North Stars, and they got that. All right? They didn't go end the season on a high note.
Yeah.
Couple losses, Foxy. So they needed the rest. On offense, they are healthy. They got their receiving core with Steve Lalonde. He missed the last game with an injury. You got Mike Skaggs. He's all healed up now. Moving to tight end is Jake Wilson, number 48. The reason for it is in the backfield, along with the leading ground gainer in the league, Wade Johnson, is Vincent Harris from Auburn.
Yes.
Okay, big plus at fullback. So the offense are on all cylinders. They had a good week of practice. They've got their rest. They're healthy. They're going to put points on the board.
Okay, and also throw in that big offensive line that has been a key to the North Stars offense this season. And hey, the keystone of it, Madison Johnson, is pumped tonight.
The North Stars have a very good attitude going into this game, and they're ready for this game. They're going to be ready going into this game. They're prepared going into this game. It's the execution. If they can execute and not turn over the football, they're going to come out on the winning end, Foxy.
Okay, now the last time these two teams met, Syracuse against the Plattsburgh defense. A number of times they were knocking on the door, but the defense came up with big plays. The defense shut down Syracuse. What do you expect tonight from that side of things?
Well, on the defense, hey, I'm going to say it, North Star defense. The North Stars have always had a very great defense. They're going to play well again tonight. The only thing that I have to knock the defense this year is I don't think they're getting the turnovers like they normally used to get, Foxy. They're not getting that. I'd like to see the defense tonight get the turnovers, and then they can go down the field. The offense of the North Stars has a short field to go against.
Okay, well, big festivities, a big crowd here tonight, and we're about set for the kickoff. I forgot to bring the newspaper that I wanted for the opening, Goose. The Press Republican headline for their last meeting was, the North Stars take the thunder out of the Storm. What will tomorrow morning's headline read? We're going to find out right now. It's the semifinal game of the 1995 Empire Football League season. I'll tell you, these guys got me pumped, Goose. Let's go play some football. Well, a real quirk gets us on our way tonight. About an hour later than the scheduled kickoff time, word is transportation problems for the Syracuse Storm team getting from the Crate Center or from their hotel, their hotel they were staying at in Plattsburgh, to Bailey Avenue Field. Whatever the reason, they arrived at the field about half an hour after the scheduled kickoff time, so the 7:30 kickoff time moved to 8:30, but we're about set. Laura Gagnon on camera for us once again, and Of course, Eric Gagnon will have all the stats as we get into tonight's ball game.
Now, Foxy, the North Stars, you know, were really pumped up when they came out on the field, and they ended up waiting. So any momentum that they had going into the opening kickoff is gone. It'll be interesting how this affects the North Stars. The North Stars were ready to play when they came out here for 7:30, and it wasn't. Let's see if it affects them any in their play.
Chris Wigler, the quarterback for Syracuse, will kick to Mike Skaggs, and he's flanked by Glenn Arnold and Darryl Brown. We're underway, the semifinal game, and it goes to Madison Johnson at the 27-yard line. The Mad Dog skirts the right side, driven out of bounds around the 40.
Good field position.
Landon Nieves in on the tackle, and we're underway. North Stars will get the ball. Lon Rosen at quarterback, one offensive change, Goose. We see the fullback for the entire regular season, Jake Wilson, go to a tight end position, and Vincent Harris, who played in game 1, is back.
And I talked to Jake, he could care less. He said, the only difference, Goose, I don't have a running start to block.
Well, the Aliquippa kid is a hard-nosed player. We know he'll do a great job tonight. From the 40-yard line, Wade Johnson, number 38 in the backfield, along with Vincent Harris, number 44. This is a gift to Harris, right side. Harris! Vincent Harris!
Welcome back, Foxy! Welcome back!
The man who played football at Auburn University and won a run on the opening play for the Plattsburgh North Stars. That warmed up these fans.
Excellent execution, Foxy, and what a haul. That was there, and Vincent just ran through there, rumble, bumble, straight ahead runner, and he has good speed, Foxy, and big gainer.
On the Storm 27-yard line, Lalonde and Randy Brown split left. Brown in motion. Give right into the pile to Wade Johnson, but boy, the defense of the Storm really cut everything down at the line of scrimmage, led by Mike Duncan. Loss of almost 5 on the play. 2nd and 15, kicks the ball back to the Storm 30-yard line, just underway. The 5th year of the franchise of the Plattsburgh North Stars, and what a season it's been. 9-1 on the season. Technically a 2nd place finish in the Empire Football League. Lon Rosen at quarterback, Jake Wilson in motion.
Nothing.
Gang tackled. They're cutting down Wade Johnson, another big loss. Duncan was there again along with Bob Bethay.
No question about it now. The North Stars are going to put it up for the first time in the ball game, Foxy. They got that big run to start the series, and after that it's been nothing but losses. So let's see what happens.
They need to get to the 16-yard line for a first down. Big 3rd down play with 12:18 remaining in the first quarter. No score. Bob Jones on the left side. Big Bones Jones. Offensive line for Plattsburgh. Mike Skaggs in motion. Lalonde split left. Rosen looks right, dances, keeps, breaks a tackle. Thrown for a loss, and it's a very short gain.
4th down, they might go. Well, they're going to punt. Going for a field goal, Foxy.
Leon Theodoro trots onto the field, number 12.
Would be a long one.
It would be about 47 yards. Let's see, they're setting it up at the 38-yard line, a 48-yard field goal attempt. Now, we saw him in pregame warm-ups boot one from 50 yards. I was right there alongside of him, and when he booted the 50-yarder, let's see what happens. Leon Theodoro, Randy Brown to hold. A 48-yard field goal attempt, and the North Stars, with just 10 men on the field, decide to call a timeout. Timeout on the field, 11:14 remaining, first quarter. No score at Bailey Avenue, the 1995 semifinal football game.
the Holiday Inn.
Students from Stafford Middle School at the game. One of the ladies from Vermont here for Plattsburgh North Star football. Students of Stafford Middle School, 8th graders. Here we go. The 48-yard field goal attempt, Leon Theodoro. Looks like they're going to mark it from the 47. It's set. Theodoro gets it up. It's deep. It's in. It's in. It's in.
Oh, ho, ho. I didn't think it made it, Foxy.
Woo! Leon Theodoro out of Edison, New Jersey, a 47-yard field goal.
Oh, my, Foxy.
That's his third field goal of the season, but of course that's his longest. He had 37-yarder and a 35-yarder earlier this year, but with 11:07 remaining in the first quarter, it's the Plattsburgh North Stars 3, the Syracuse Storm 0 on the North Stars television network.
Leon Theodoro.
Back for Syracuse, James Chaney, a dangerous runner. Marty Clanton. Nope, excuse me. Number 21 is John Huffmaster, who's the owner of the team. And also Mitchell Moore. This one is to Chaney. Up the middle and
James Chaney for the Syracuse Storm.
tackle by Jerome McCray for the North Stars.
Number 32, Jerome McCray.
Cheney returns it to the 37-yard line for Syracuse first possession. Chris Wigler, the quarterback. Not a strong-armed quarterback. He didn't have a real big night the night Syracuse came to Plattsburgh during midseason.
Foxy, Syracuse is a running team. They got the second rusher in the league and the fourth rusher in the league in the backfield. So they're a rushing team. The North Stars defense is gonna have to tackle well. Oh. Well, who hit him?
Lane.
Oh, I guess so. And he lowered the boom.
On Ryan Robinson, the running back, 5'11", 235. Robinson, the number 2 rusher in the EFL, and he had over 1,000 yards. He had 7 touchdowns.
Well, if that's any indication of how the North Star defense is going to tackle, we'll be satisfied, Foxy.
No gain, and it's a 2nd and 10. Right now in the backfield, 24 is Paul Andre. He's a backup running back. Marty Clanton is their usual man in the backfield, number 20. Robinson jumped over the pile. Lane there for the final hit, a gain of almost 5. 9 minutes, 30 seconds remaining, first quarter. North Stars get on the board early with a 47-yard field goal by Leon Theodoro. Theodoro arrived this season as a North Star, just about the time Brian Kemp left for a knee operation. Todd Richardson split left for Syracuse. Andre and Robinson in the backfield. Wigler at quarterback. Wigler had a strong game last week passing. Robinson bounced off a tackle. Jerry Defiant nailed him.
Yep.
Jerry Defiant on the tackle.
Defiant had him and wasn't going to let go, and it'll be 4th down. The North Stars defense hold. The North Stars get the ball right back. They got a punt to Mike Skaggs. Very dangerous punt returner, Foxy.
He's a high-stepping punt returner from Kentucky and Vanderbilt University. Mike Skaggs steps back for Jeff Zawacki's punt. They throw it. It's excellent completion for a 1st down. Beautiful play to Dwayne Jefferson. Zawacki to Jefferson. 1st down. Syracuse catching the North Stars by surprise.
Yep. Well, we got a flag down though, see, on the far side of the field.
Wow.
Far side of the field.
Way over in front of the North Stars bench, there is a flag. And I'll tell you what, Richardson, one of the players, is pointing it's a Plattsburgh penalty.
They said illegal procedure. What that, I think, means too many men for the North Stars on the field.
Well, the North Stars haven't played for 3 weeks. That might show a little bit of rustiness on the North Stars side. Syracuse, of course, had to play last week and come up with a win. in order to reach the semifinal game. They came up with a victory.
Oh, and the North Stars have to use another timeout, Foxy, and that's terrible. Can't do that, Foxy.
Timeout in the field, 7:45 remaining in quarter number 1. The score, the North Stars 3, Syracuse Storm 0. The Storm up to the line for a 1st and 10, their own 47-yard line. We'll see if they can take advantage of new life.
Oh.
Robinson, Manners slowed him down.
Oh, boy. I'll tell you, the defense is really pursuing against the run.
Kujanko celebrates.
Yeah, Manor made the first initial hit, and then his buddies came in.
Lane and Pluvios also there.
Bianco, number 90. Darrell Lane, number 80.
We'll look over the defense, Goose. We do want to say Sam Shalaba, general manager of Falcon Cable, was the honorary captain for tonight's game. He was out for the coin toss, shook hands with all the players. I think he got the boys psyched tonight.
I think you're right.
And I think Sam liked being out on that field. 2nd and about 13. Wiggler to pass. Oh boy!
Boy.
Just short of Cheney.
Covered by 31, Jamie Lozier.
Cheney needed one more step. North Stars defense, Lane is 80, Lozier 31, Skaggs 34, Jerry DeFayette is in there, number 67. 99, that's Dave Staley. He wore out the jersey 63. He bumped into so many guys, so many running backs this season that they had to give him a new jersey. He's wearing 99. Keith Tedford is there, number 75. We hope this isn't his last North Star football game. Number 22, don't be surprised, wearing Zigzag Ziggler's uniform. Number 22, that's Sean Rasco. Craig Allison is a defensive back, number 33. Wiggler passes. Complete. Short of the first down, Goose.
I think so.
Moore with the reception.
Oh no, they gave him a good mark.
Wow, I should say so.
I didn't agree with that. That was right down in front of us, Foxy.
Looked like they were a couple yards short, but not according to the officials. It's spotted there at the 42-yard line. First down for the Storm.
6.5 minutes remaining in the first.
Wiggler is 1 for 2. Am I right? Wiggler's 1 for 2? And that's the second Syracuse first down from the North Stars 42. Robinson, a big opener. Skaggs knocked him off his feet.
Ball carrier Ryan Robinson.
You want to watch out for Ryan Robinson. Now, Marty Clanton, number 20, is here, but he has not seen action in the backfield as yet.
Big gain on first down, though. They got about 6 yards, Foxy. There's a lot you can do on second down now.
5 minutes, 50 seconds, clock ticking. Second and a long 4. Ball at the 37-yard line. Steve Pluvios, number 55. Robinson.
Oh, there's a good tackle.
Skaggs with the tackle, but a first down, the 3rd for Syracuse. They're on a long drive.
They sure are, Foxy, and big play was that 4th down pass to pick up the first down when they were in punt formation, and they kept their drive alive, and they're marching against this North Star defense. Time for a turnover, Foxy.
And as you mentioned in our introduction to tonight's game, that's been the one change from the North Stars defense of the past, in that they just don't come up with as many turnovers as they have in previous seasons.
Not much there. Oh, he broke the tackle.
I should say so.
The North Stars had him at the line of scrimmage.
Skaggs and Rasco finally landed Robinson. Robinson picking up big yardage. As we said, He had over 1,033 yards on 83 carries, 7 touchdowns for Robinson of Syracuse. Second and 4. Ball at the 25-yard line. Syracuse with the ball much of this first quarter, but the North Stars lead 3-0. Another completion. Rasco and Allison coverage. You got the angle, Goose. First down or what? Another first down. 4 quick first downs for the Storm. 3 minutes, 28 seconds, first quarter.
And they're just doing the little short passes, Foxy. Whatever the North Star is willing to give them, that's what they're taking. They're not going for that long pass.
So Tedford, Defiant, Kujamko will try to step up the pressure on quarterback Wiggler. From the 20. Ball carrier number, is that 45?
Shannon Mann.
I tell you, my eyes are shot by the end of this season, Goose.
Also in there, number 80, Darrell Lane.
Last man up, 48.
Well, right now the
Gorman.
The Syracuse offensive line is controlling the line of scrimmage, no question about it. They have a huge offensive line, and they're pushing the North Stars front 4 and making big holes, and that's been the story so far.
Ball just shy of the 15-yard line.
And they got a long drive going, and that's what you got to do is keep the ball out of the hands of the other offense. They can't score.
Second and 6. They need to get just past the 10-yard line for another first down. Wiggler will pass. A little bit more pressure. Completion.
Missed tackle.
Wiggler to Richardson, and the Syracuse Storm come out storming on this possession. A drive, much of the field.
And the defensive backs of the North Stars are way too far off the receivers. They got to move up because that's what killed them. And then they missed the tackle, and they paid for it. So the North Stars defense, when we thought they were going to hold the Storm, on the 4th down play, kept the drive alive, and that was the key play of that series.
We mentioned Wiggler had a big game last weekend, and he's still on a roll.
Great job.
Zawacki for the point after. It's no good. Wide right. Goose, you check out the flag.
Offside North Stars.
Offsides North Stars.
Offside, Plattsburgh North Stars. The away kick.
Marty Clanton, number 20, taking charge of the offense out in the field right now.
I'd go for the 2.
Sure. Looking for Hanu, but they'll kick. Zawacki gets another try at it. This one is good. And with 2:08 remaining in the first quarter, the score, Syracuse Storm 7 and the Plattsburgh North Stars 3 on the Plattsburgh North Stars television network. Chris Wiggler hits on 3 of 4 pass attempts for Syracuse and comes up with a touchdown strike to Richardson. Zawacki with the kick to the North Stars. Darrell Brown takes it at the 20. Finds some room on the left side if he could skirt the sidelines. Clanton tried to knock him out of bounds, didn't succeed. The next man did. Nice return by the veteran, Darrell Brown.
Right, took it right upfield, Foxy. And good return. Now the pressure's on the North Star offense.
Well, we certainly expected a big, pressure-packed ball game, and we got an idea we're going to have it. 44-yard line, North Stars territory. Steve Lalonde still waiting for his first reception. Steps to the left. Rosen passing is still waiting for his first attempt. This one is Wade Johnson. Hard hit, Mr. McLaurin. D.D. McLaurin lowered the boom on Wade Johnson.
Not much of a gainer on first down. I don't like that, Foxy.
No, you always look for that as sort of an omen of how things are going to go during the ball game. And a loss of 2. Wade Johnson is minus yardage so far tonight, and it'll be a 2nd and 12. Just a minute 20 left in quarter number 1. Syracuse 7, Plattsburgh North Stars 3. The semifinal game of the 1995 Empire Football League playoffs. Scranton meets Newburgh tonight. The winners of this game and the Scranton-Newburgh game go to the championship game. Interception! Chris Brancato. Who got the interception? Who is that? Greg Jones, cornerback Greg Jones with the interception on Rosen's first pass attempt.
Boy, I'll tell you what, and that's what happens, Foxy, when you don't get a good gainer on first down. You were forced to pass the ball. A lot of things can happen bad when you pass the ball, Foxy. Let's face it, and it happened bad for the North Stars. Now the pressure is on the defense. You can't give up another score here.
First turnover of the ball game. Again, the key play so far remains the 4th down pass completion for a first down. Caught the North Stars unaware, and Syracuse took it from that point all the way through North Star territory and scored. 47-yard line, Storm territory. Wiggler chased out of bounds, gets rid of the ball.
And it looked like he was almost looking hand off to somebody back there, and there was nobody. And I'm not sure if that play was designed to look like that, but looked like it didn't develop right. So 2nd down and 10.
Staley and Pluvios had Wiggler on the run. I'm Foxy Gagnon along with Goose Gagnon. Laura Gagnon, our videographer, and Eric Gagnon, our statistician. The North Stars broadcast team. 2nd and 10. Ball about 3 yards short of North Star territory. Robinson into North Star territory. He's still alive. He may go. A broken tackle right here at the 50. Robinson breaks the tackle at the 50. He should have been landed, but he just didn't want to go down.
Foxy, I said before the game, the North Stars had to tackle well. That was the worst tackling I ever seen. 3 guys had a shot at him and didn't tackle him.
53-yard touchdown run, Ryan Robinson, and the Storm has lowered the thunder and boom on the Plattsburgh North Stars.
And the North Stars are in big trouble. Big trouble, Foxy.
The final play of the first quarter. The final play of the first quarter. And this Bailey Avenue field is shocked. The Storm arrived an hour late for the ball game. Fell behind 3-0. Got up off the turf, and they've taken a 14-3 lead. The score as we enter quarter number 2. The Syracuse Storm 14 and the Plattsburgh North Stars 3 on the North Stars Television Network.
Back to receive the kick. Zawacki.
Brown, Skaggs, and Arnold back for the North Stars. Off the side of his foot. Oh, Madison Johnson takes it on the run and returns it to midfield.
Foxy, we said before the game, this long delay, we didn't know who it was going to affect. I think we found out so far that didn't affect the North Stars, that's for sure, because they fell behind so quickly. Like I said, they were ready to play. They were all psyched up for the game, and so when Syracuse got here, it was a long delay. They've been waiting on the field an hour and a half.
Oh, the adrenaline for the North Stars was pumping at 6:30 tonight. 2 hours, as it turns out, before kickoff time.
Now
from
they're forced to
midfield.
put it up in the air.
Yes, they are. Mix up in the backfield, it looked like. Vince Harris carries it from 2 yards. But Lon Rosen will definitely have to go to the air. Sly Pickney can't wait to get his hands on the football. Played for the North Stars at midseason. He's number 85. He's back in Plattsburgh. Went to the Canadian Football League for a few weeks. Returns to Plattsburgh for the semifinal ball game. A minute into quarter number 2. Pickney right and Lalonde left. Harris and Wilson in the backfield with Wade Johnson behind them. Wade Johnson spins. Wade Johnson couldn't escape the second one, yes.
Ball carrier Wade Johnson tackles
Jones once again in on a tackle. He's the one who came up with a big interception just moments ago, it seems, and it's going to be a 3rd and 3. North Stars with 1 first down, and that was on the first play of the ball game. Rosen 0 for 1 in the air, and he's been picked off once.
Got to pick up this first down here, Foxy.
Second try on a 3rd down conversion. The North Stars were 0 for 1 on 3rd down conversions in quarter number 1. 3rd and 3. Oh, nothing. Nothing. Hey, the defensive line of the Storm is just crushing through. Scott Iron, 65. John Gibson, 91. Jim Davis, number 36. Bob Bethay, number 99. Loss of about 3 yards.
Timeout, Syracuse.
Syracuse takes the timeout. 12:33 remaining in the second quarter. The score, the Storm 14, the North Stars 3 on the North Stars Television Network. North Stars up to the line for the 4th down play, and Brian Kemp, one of the league's finest punters, is back for Plattsburgh. He shoots for the corner. It's a beauty, but just far. Man, he almost nailed the goal line.
Yeah, he was going for it, and what the North Stars are doing is trying to pin him back there. But the North Stars defense has got to find a way to stop the Storm, and the first thing they got to do is they got to tackle. They got to tackle good, Foxy. That last touchdown never should have been a touchdown. It should have been a loss.
Good job, dude.
From the 20, the Storm takes possession. Their 3rd possession of the ball game. They have scored on their first 2 possessions. They've got an 80-yard drive ahead of them. Let's see what takes place. First play, gain of a couple. Tedford.
Yeah, keep Tedford on the tackle.
Marty Clanton, the ball carrier. Clanton now in number 20. He was a reliable ball carrier for the Storm this season. The number 2 man in the backfield. 2nd and 8. They need to reach the 30 for the first down. 3 minutes into the second quarter.
Foxy, the North Stars need something to get the emotion pepped up in this North Star team. Something's got to happen.
Right. In days of old, there'd be a fumble. There'd be an interception. Wiggler, complete.
Oh, he got it back.
Completion. Complete to Cheney. Just short of the first down from where they're spotting it. Goose, you felt he was out of bounds?
Well, it was close to him. The referee was right there. He's a lot closer than me. So he must have had his feet in.
3rd and 1. It's been a hard-working core of Empire Football League officials. We got the list tonight, and we'll go down the list when we get a chance of some of the many officials who have worked games throughout the 95 season. The 3rd and 1 from the 29-yard line. Storm territory.
Yeah.
Ball carrier Andre, 2nd and 3rd effort, but I think he's still short.
Didn't need much. But the North Stars made the initial hit, and the runner kept going.
1st down. Football length. 1st down. Quiet fans here right now at Bailey Avenue. The Storm has silenced them.
Yep. The fans are in shock here with the North Stars falling beyond 14-3. A lot of ball game left, Foxy. A lot of ball game, but the North Stars can't fall behind too much more.
I'll tell you what, we are spoiled. The last few years, seldom have the North Stars lost at home. Wiggler, through the hands of Lane. Lane had a shot at the interception. Through his hands, and about 3 or 4 defenders behind might have had a shot at the ball as well, but goes as an incomplete pass. Wiggler is 4 of 7. And it'll be a 2nd and 10 from the Syracuse 30-yard line.
Come on, defense! Get a hold!
Wiggler.
Wide
Short
open.
pass. I guess so. Near a 1st down. Wiggler almost hitting at will. This time he hits Anderson.
And they're just doing the little stuff, Foxy, not long passes, just little short passes. They use the tight end on there. I think that the tight end is not used in the Empire Football League. And I think that a team that can use their tight end effectively, they're going to march right down the field. Not many teams use their tight end for the passing game.
First is 10, 42-yard line. Marty Clanton looks for the outside. Driven out of bounds. Hard. Bad collision. Bad collision right here. Oh, my.
Well, and everybody's getting up. That's good to see.
Whew. Yeah, those benches are close, but I think that's where they always place them. They're always there right at that spot. Yeah, you can see by the grass being brown underneath. But they're going to move the benches back. That was an awful hard collision right into the benches. I think Lane was one of the North Star defenders. Pick up a 5, 2nd and 5. There's that big gainer on 1st down, Goose, that you talk about. The North Star defense is going to have to suck it up and come up with the big play. Clanton. Skaggs drives him out of bounds, holds on to him. Nice play, Skaggs. It'll be 3rd and about 2. Oh, man, look where they're spotting it. Whoa, 3rd and 1. Another important play for the Storm. 3rd down play. They're 2 of 3 on 3rd down conversions.
And that's what you want on 3rd down, Foxy, is short yardage, 1 yard, 2 yards. When you have 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8, it's pretty hard to pick up that 1st down.
What's this, penalty? What are they doing?
Measurement.
Measurement.
Way over across the field.
Wow, way over across the field. Well, so many of our Plattsburgh North Stars supporters are here tonight, and this, we don't know, we hope not, but this may be our last television ball game, and as we look around the crowd, we see Stan Oliver, of course, Jeff Ehrlich is here, Jerry LeBombard's on the other side, always out of the North Star games. He has a scrapbook, every clipping that's been in the Press Republican in the 5 years of the North Stars franchise. Jerry LeBombard, and he's here tonight in his easy chair on the far side. The Murats are here tonight in front of us. Pearl and Arnie Berto are here. They become real big fans of the North Stars. Of course, I don't know if maybe someday we can get an interview with the Altona Flash. He was quite a ball player in those days, but see, back to the field. So many North Star football fans here tonight. Ball in North Star territory at the 47. Marty Clanton cut down, nice tackle.
Shannon Manor, number 50.
Nice stop by number 50.
The thing I like about Manor is he makes that tackle and he's quick back on his feet.
And durable player, Foxy. Durable player. In preseason and everything, he's only missed one game, and he really didn't have to miss that game, but he sat out in the 5 years he's played. He takes very good care of himself in the off season and during the season, and that's proof that you don't really have to be a huge guy to play football.
You want him back next season, Goose?
He's got another couple years left in him.
2nd and 9. 47-yard line, Plattsburgh territory. The screen pass was set up. Keith Tedford had his eye on Marty Clanton. They tried to get a penalty, draw a penalty on Rascal for the late charge, but
He just brushed against him, but
incidental contact.
you gotta be careful though, Foxy. You gotta be careful, and there was no need for it really.
No, and if
And
Clanton,
Shannon Manor came over and said something to Roscoe, and I bet you I know what he said.
and if Clanton would have been looking, Clanton might have taken a step just to move in front of Rascal, draw the charging call like in basketball, and pick up the penalty.
Okay, here's a big third down. 3rd down and 9, Foxy.
3rd and 9.
That's what I'd like to see.
8 minutes, 10 seconds left in the first half. Syracuse 14, Plattsburgh 3. Out of the shotgun, Wiggler keeps it. The draw.
Oh, man.
Allison. But I think Wiggler got the first down. Chris Wiggler playing like a man possessed tonight for the Storm.
You know what I'm seeing is it looks like the Syracuse team wants this game more than the North Stars do. I mean, the North Stars had a chance to stop them. Missed another tackle.
How many first downs for Syracuse? Oh my, 8. 4 in the first quarter, 4 in the second, and a number of those, they got the first down just by about a yard. They're getting the first down. 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line. Another long drive for Syracuse.
Wide open. Way off too far, Boxer. The North Stars backs gonna have to come up.
Skaggs lands more, but Wiggler just hitting that pass underneath.
You know, they picked up almost 10 yards on first down. They did.
They got the 10.
Another first down.
Yep.
And the North Stars are just forced. Their defensive backs are going to be forced to come up and play them on the line of scrimmage. I know you don't like to play it like that, but you're going to have to.
The Storm up to the line. Laura Gagnon on camera. She's eyeballing it at the 26-yard line. North Star territory. Eric Gagnon poised right in front of us in our Dames Renault press box. He's got all the stats. Hand off in the backfield. Robinson is gone! Well, I thought he was... Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Flag thrown.
It'll probably be a face mask there, Foxy, but I'm telling you right now, it's the worst tackling I ever seen from a North Star defense.
A North Star player down. Robinson just moving and a grooving at free will. And the North Stars defense just looks bedazzled.
Yes, Foxy, and I'm afraid this game is going to get ugly. There's a chance the North Stars are going to fall behind 21-3.
Well, Is it a layoff? Is it a 3-week layoff that would cause this? Because this isn't the North Star defense we've seen.
No, it isn't, and a lot has to do with terrible tackling.
Why would that happen?
I don't have an answer for that. Maybe, yes, the inactivity for 3 weeks. I'm not sure. I didn't make practices this week. If they had contact practices, maybe they didn't.
Jerry Defiant, the injured player, Goose. 5-year veteran. Played on both sides of the ball for the North Stars in his career. And he limps off the field. We hate to see that. We hope Jerry will be okay. Timeout on the field. 6:15 remaining in the first half. And it's Syracuse 14, Plattsburgh 3 on the North Stars television network. The Storm out of the huddle. First and goal from the 1. Clanton, number 20. Well, I don't know who got it.
I don't think he got in.
Andre and Gorman were in front of Clanton. Clanton, the ball carrier, didn't get in the end zone. It'll be a second and goal from about 2 feet out. 5:25 remaining first half. The North Stars got on the board first with a field goal, a beauty, 47-yard field goal by Leon Theodoro. Since then, it has been all Syracuse Storm. In fact, they've driven 80 yards on this play. They're down to the 1-yard line or less. Gorman and Andre in front of Clanton. The pitch to Clanton. He goes wide. Skaggs with the tackle, but Clanton got in the end zone.
And Skaggs don't agree with it.
Marty Clanton with the 1-yard touchdown around the left side, and the Syracuse Storm putting points on the board tonight. They've more than tripled the amount of points that they scored the last time they were in Plattsburgh. So I guess they felt they were shortchanged the first time they were here.
Hey, Foxy, we got an awful sad Dodger fan up here in the booth tonight.
Well, I'm sure he came up to commiserate with me. The Dodger fans got a licking in their sweep. Syracuse, Zawacki kicks the extra point. And the score with 4:52, Ernie Fulmer, in case, well, maybe some people didn't know who's up here in our booth, but Ernie Fulmer, we're going to get a shot of him as we come back, but 4:52 remaining in the first half, and it's Syracuse 21 and the North Stars 3. Are we on? Everybody remembers Ernie Fulmer. Now, he's a Dodger fan, he's a North Star fan, and Goose is like, oh, it's great to see this guy.
Oh, I guess so, and I'll tell you, we might throw a uniform on Ernie because we're going to have to put the ball up in the air, no question about it.
Ernie Fulmer, many's a touchdown pass he caught for the North Stars, but I'll never forget the one that bounced off one guy, and Ernie was there, scarfed that baby right up, got a touchdown pass. That's one of my favorites. We use that. You'll see that forever, folks, on our highlight tape through the years. Right down here at this field on the far end zone, the end zone to our right. Staley with the return, and he's to the 47-yard line. Lon Rosen with a job ahead of him. The reverse to Sly Pickney, but he slips.
He can get up.
Yeah, he could get up, but he was quickly landed once again, and he's upset. Pounds the ball on the turf. The reverse to Pickney.
And I think it was a good play, and if he wouldn't have slipped, he would have got a lot more. But nothing's going right for the North Stars, Foxy. Nothing.
Ernie, did they ever have a play where you did a reverse and came around? Did you ever get to carry the ball?
It was Troy.
Troy always got to do it.
I got the block for him.
So you you pulled in the passes, but never got to run from scrimmage. That would have been fun. 3:45 on the clock, first half. Rosen will have to go to the air. It's a 2nd and 15. He looks right for Pickney. Goes for the bomb to Sly Pickney, but it's about 4 yards ahead of him. Pickney had the afterburners on, and I'll tell you, Tyrone Wren was about 3 steps behind him.
Yeah, he was open, no doubt about it, but he was overthrown. And the North Stars are forced to go in the air. I'm not sure that they should be going for the whole marbles, though. Just like the Storm's doing, just taking the little short passes. I think the North Stars can move the ball down the field with the shorter passes, then go for the big one and set them up.
Rosen is 0 for 2. The North Stars with just 1 first down, and again, it was Harris on the first carry.
Oh, screen, good call. Good block by Bones Jones, Foxy.
Wade Johnson will be near a first down. That was on a 3rd and 15.
If it ain't a first down, I'm sure they'll have to go for it, Foxy. They got to get some positive things going.
He got it.
But nice call by the coaching staff. Screen pass to the left, and Bones Jones made the big block to give Wade Johnson that extra yardage.
1st and 10 into Storm territory. I think it's been a while since the North Stars offense has been into Storm territory, Goose. North Stars quickly up to the line.
I think since the first series.
43-yard line. Harris drags a man with him. Harris picks up 7 or 8.
Yes, Foxy, but if you look at it, 2 minutes, 37 seconds, the North Stars only have 1 timeout, Foxy. 1 timeout because they burnt 2 in the first 7 minutes of the ball game. I said it might come back to haunt them. I think you're going to see it.
Syracuse 21, the North Stars 3. Ernie Fulmer in our Dames Renall press box. Ernie, so you've just been keeping busy working, right, and keeping family and friends happy and all that.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Have you had a chance to get to many of the North Star games this season?
Mostly in the second half, the home games, none away, but I try and make it when I can.
Well, you spent your 2 seasons, am I right? 2 seasons with the North Stars. What a player you were for those 2 seasons, and well, we looked for you a lot of times out there. Just got used to calling your number, and it was we're sorry you weren't able to play this season. Can we look to the future, or is that looking for too much?
I don't know.
We'll leave it at that. Yep, stay tuned. We'll leave it at that.
When you come to the games, do you get the urge to be out there to play?
You still do, you know.
Good point. Good point. Boy, they'd love to turn the goose loose one night at Bailey Avenue Field. 2nd and 4. 2:21 on the clock. We're in the first half. Plenty of football to go, but the North Stars have to climb a mountain.
The Storm helped the North Stars. They called a timeout there, Foxy, to stop the clock.
Rosen straight back. Pressure on. He's pushed out of the pocket. Left side. Gets out of bounds. I think he's short. Just short, maybe a yard short of the
But he
first
got
down.
out of bounds, stops the clock, Foxy.
Stops it at 2:12, Goose.
I think it's imperative that the North Stars score a touchdown on this series here. Not a field goal, a touchdown. They need a touchdown to close out the second half and have some positive things going.
Absolutely right. Goose, Ernie mentioned your football days in high school. I saw an old fraternity brother this past weekend. I saw Ernie Witkowski, my old fraternity brother. He's a superintendent at one of the school districts now in the area, and he was talking about Pi Alpha Nu night at Bailey Avenue, and there was a big banner up. Pi Alpha Nu supports Goose Gagnon, and you were the running back for St. John's Academy, coached by
Barry Brandon.
Oh, one of the best. Coach Brannon, and what a night that was, and I think you scored a few times in that game.
I think you're right. I'll go along with that, Foxy, if you say you got a better memory than me.
Well, geez, you've made me listen to that game on the tape. You've got a tape of the game of Mike Mannix making the call, and you made me listen to it every 2 or 3 times a year. We have to listen to the game. You get the whole family gathered around, Goose, and we all have to listen to it, so I've had a hard time forgetting it. But it was quite a night at Bailey Avenue. All the fraternity brothers were there, and goes back a few years. That was way back in 1968 football season, if I remember correctly.
2nd down, less than a yard. I'd go for a bomb. I'd go for a bomb here.
Jake Wilson being repositioned by Lon Rosen. Wilson, number 48. Vince Harris in the backfield. Pitch to Harris. left side, sweeps, knocked off his feet, but certainly the first down. Jones again on the tackle. There's the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in the first half.
And
Bruce, what do you want to talk about?
And the North Stars still have one timeout, so they're in striking distance to get a score here.
Okay, and they're going to have the ball at about the 28-yard line when play resumes. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. It's Syracuse 21, Plattsburgh North Stars 3 on the North Stars Television Network. Skaggs, Pickney, and Lalonde all split to the right, all looking for, who's got the one reception? Who's got the one North Star? Wade Johnson, that's right, on a screen pass. Oh, pressure was on. They go to the corner to Skaggs. Those are ones earlier this season. Those were in his hands.
Yeah.
It's like a different karma here tonight.
Boy, I like that formation with Skaggs, Pickney, and Lalonde over here on the same side. How do you cover that, Foxy?
Absolutely right.
And Rosen just couldn't put anything on it because the rush was on and he had to throw off balance, but they almost hooked up for a big gainer there.
That was Mike Duncan putting the pressure on Rosen on that last play. 2nd and 10.
Let's go!
North Stars 28 yards away from pay dirt.
Harris for a short gain, flag on the
Gee,
play.
just a couple on that play, Goose. You want to go to the air every play, don't you? If I'm trying to read your mind.
Yeah, I think you more or less have to.
Ernie, you want to coach along with us?
Hitch to Troy, Canada.
Yeah, oh, good call. Good call. We did see Troy a few weeks ago. He's at Ithaca College, right? Is it Ithaca?
That's a long bomb to Ithaca.
Oh. That's right. We used to go coast to coast, though. Bomber Brown to Fulmer, right? That was coast to coast.
Yep.
That was a good one. That's down in football history, the old coast to coast pass.
And the penalty was against the North Stars, so even if they would have gone for a long bomb, they would have brought it back, but you got to put it up in the air. You don't have much time left, Foxy. You got to get a score. You got to try something downfield.
2nd and 20. Rosen. Oh, man, what pressure.
Oh, face mask! Yes,
Yeah, he got it. This guy got it right here. Good official.
He got it. He got it. The official that was in back couldn't see it. Couldn't see it. But the official from downfield here on this side of the field saw it perfectly.
Yeah.
Threw the flag in.
He heard you yelling at Goose. He heard you. You almost climbed over this press box.
I was reaching for my flag. I ref 2 games this morning.
Yes, you did.
I was grabbing for my flag.
Hey, let's congratulate this team of officials. We're not sure which guys are here tonight. I don't recognize too many of them, but my eyes are shot. But we do want to congratulate Tom LeClaire and Stan Riggs, Ed Getz, John Kokenauer, Mike Dory. How about Mike Dory? 37 years experience as an umpire, football umpire.
But I don't like this this penalty because it was from where the spot of the penalty, where the infraction, and the North Stars still get a loss out of it.
So it's 2nd and forever. Rosen, boy, they are putting pressure on. They gobble them up. It's a sack. First man to hit him is Emil Palmer. Duncan was also there. Give Palmer the sack.
Yep.
1:30. It'll be 3rd and about 30 yards.
And Rosen had no choice. He had to stay in the pocket, and he knew the rush was on, and he had to stay in the pocket and try to get it downfield, Fox.
Bruce, is this the same Storm team that was in Plattsburgh 6 weeks ago?
No.
Oh. Okay, that answered that one.
I'm saying a lot of their quality players didn't come for that first game.
Oh, okay.
A lot of their quality players, and they're here tonight.
Yeah. Getting back to our core of officials in the Empire Football League from this area, Steve Mitchell, Bruce McCormick, Jim Tebow, Eddie Lamar. She's here tonight up in the press box. Tim Sheehan, Eddie Berry, John Votra, John Champagne, and Wendell Bazzaio. That's the list that we received, and we're sorry if we left some of the names out. We did our best to research that and try to tip our caps to the league officials. Oh, Goose, it's getting chilly. It's been a lot chillier since they went ahead 7-3, too.
Oh, yeah,
Jeez.
sure has.
Third down. Now they have to get to the 22-yard line for a first down. I was never good at math. They're at the 48. We'll let the viewers figure out how far they have to go, but it's a third down play.
Also the announcement of the ultimate.
Madison Johnson leads the team out of the huddle, number 57. We do want to mention the offensive line. We know Matt Inhelder's there. George Facto is in, number 72. Sean Silikowski, number 77. Rosen had more time this time, and he hits Steve Lalonde. Lalonde's first reception, but of course they're far short. It'll be fourth down, and that cuts it down to about 20. Fourth and about 20. Timeout? No? What's up, Goose?
I'm surprised Syracuse called the timeout, but it's going to be fourth down. Maybe they want the ball back.
Well, yeah. Minute 20.
That's why they called the timeout. I think they used their last timeouts.
1:20 remaining. First half, the score Syracuse 21 and Plattsburgh 3 at Bailey Avenue on the North Stars television network. Fourth down play for Plattsburgh. Harris and Wade Johnson flank the quarterback Lon Rosen. All the way down the corner for Pickney, over his head around the goal line, and the North Stars come up empty.
Well, we got a flag though.
Oh,
Roughing the passer. That might be an automatic first down.
well, sudden turn of events. So Syracuse's celebration a little premature, and the defense heads back out on the field. Gives us a chance to recap the scoring in the first half. Leon Theodoro led things off with a 47-yard field goal, putting the North Stars up 3-0. That came less than 4 minutes into the ball game. But then with 2:08 on the clock in the first quarter, Syracuse answered back a 15-yard touchdown pass to Richardson. The kick was good. It was 7-3 Syracuse. Syracuse then followed with touchdowns by Robinson and Clanton to take a 21-3 lead. North Stars ball from the 24. Complete to Pickney. Dodges one tackler. He's around the 11.
The North Stars got to hurry.
A minute 4.
The first down.
A minute.
Plenty of time, Foxy.
No, there's not plenty of time. There's 56 seconds.
Look
at
time for the North
Syracuse isn't even. Look at the guy's carrying the helmet off the field and everything. Syracuse defense wasn't even coming off the field, and they're running the clock against Plattsburgh.
The North Stars should be on the ball, ready to.
Gee, I think the North Stars got gypped of a few seconds here. It's 50 seconds now. Clock is ticking. Now the officials stop the clock again. Conversation. North Stars have the ball at the. They've got the stick saying second and very. Oh, they haven't moved it for the first down. There they go. It's a first down, Plattsburgh. The North Stars' 5th first down of the ball game to the 13-yard line.
The clock, and the North Stars are wasting time.
They've lost a lot of seconds. Look at now Rosen talking with Wilson. 40 seconds. They've wasted since the last play. 15 to 20 seconds. Still. Screen pass incomplete. 30 seconds. Clock stops.
Boy. Major mistake by the North Stars. They should have been on the ball. They had plenty of time to have their play called and be set up there while the referees were, whatever was going on there, had the clock stop. You snap the ball.
Since the end of the last play, Goose, the last play I was watching, it was like 52 seconds. Yeah. When the last play ended, they did the snap at 33 seconds. So about 20 seconds went by. It was dead time. The North Stars never got a playoff for one reason or another. Randy Brown split far to the right. Pickney split right. Complete to Pickney. Can he hit? Oh, nailed. 5 seconds. Huffmaster may have saved the touchdown there. 18 seconds. North Stars with no timeouts.
And hit no timeout. No time.
10 seconds. 9 seconds. North Stars will get another chance with 6 seconds left.
But Foxy, remember I talked about using their timeouts in the first quarter? That it would come back to haunt them? Perfect example. Another example of a huge mistake is they burnt off like 20 seconds off the clock without even calling a play, and then it was an incomplete pass and a swing pass. Another major mistake on this last series.
Well, I'm going to chalk that up to that the North Stars haven't played for 3 weeks. We were all happy to get the bye. We were all happy to get things, everybody healed of their wounds, but maybe they're rusty. It's a fourth down. Fourth down in 6 seconds.
They can get a first down, but they don't have enough time.
They're at the 5-yard line. It's all or nothing. From the 5, the corner, and he overshoots it. Rosen couldn't find Skaggs in the end zone.
Huge mistake by the North Stars. This could have cost them the ball game. I hate to go back to this last series, but if they could have put some points on the board here, Foxy, I think you'd see a different North Star team come out. In the second half, I think the North Stars are going to have a lot of finger pointing at halftime, and they're going to be very discouraged that they didn't score on this series. I'm going to go and check, and we're going to see.
And I'll tell you what, Mike LeBaire having a conversation with Lon Rosen. LeBaire was out on the field to greet Rosen coming off the field. Mike LeBaire and Rosen in conversation. Well,
That ends the first half with the score of the Syracuse.
that's the first half.
And it was ugly. For North Star fans, ugly, ugly, ugly. Not good tackling by the defense and some major mistakes by the offense.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to call the shots in the second half. I say the North Stars are going to come storming back, score 4 touchdowns in the second half. 4 touchdowns, Goose. You heard it here at halftime from our Dames Renall press box. 4 touchdowns at halftime. We're at 4 touchdowns in the second half. We're at halftime. The score, Syracuse 21 and the North Stars 3 on the North Stars Television Network. Set to begin in the second half. Goose, you went over and joined the team at halftime. What did you hear?
Well, they're all talking, about the different situations, what they can do to have some success. Foxy, I think it's a good gut check time for the North Stars, and hey, they got to approach the second half as just pretend it's 0-0 ball game and get some positive things going, and then see what happens after that. There.
Flag thrown. Ball carrier was Huffmaster.
Tackled by Glenn Arnold, number 17, Foxy. But the North Stars just got to approach it like a 0-0 game. The defense is out on the field. Hey, best way to start is 3 downs and they have to punt to us. And then let the offense take over and see what they can do. And it's going to be pushed back some more. Illegal block. And so let's see what happens. Everybody's disappointed in the North Star organization, but there's a whole second half. And if Syracuse can score 21 points in a half, the North Stars believe that they can score 21 points in the second half.
27-yard line to open things in the second half. Chris Wigler in the first half passing 6 of 10. Robinson spins, dragged down from behind by Kuzhamko, I do believe. We'll see if that's Madison Johnson in on defense.
But look at Foxy, gain of 5.
That's Ryan Robinson. Played some high school football, played community college football, and that's the extent of his football experience before the Umpire Football League. Wade Johnson, the number 1 runner, and Ryan Robinson, the number 2 runner in the Empire Football League. Official timeout. It'll be a 2nd and 5. So a lot of people at halftime. Always nice to talk to the North Star fans through the crowd at halftime. And we'll show you one of them in a moment. 2nd and 5. Robinson, the opener.
And a first down, Fox.
First down, Skaggs drives him out, but Robinson with a big pickup. Brian McHugh is here. Laura, if you could come with the camera right down here to the right. And here's Brian McHugh. We want everyone to meet Brian McHugh from Montreal, the man who authored the song Plattsburgh North Stars. And it's become a real hit in the North Country, and it's used for our highlight tapes, and that's Brian McHugh. One of the members of a group, Wastelands, which plays music throughout Canada, and they have a CD coming out shortly. The group is called Wastelands. Brian McHugh, the author of the song Plattsburgh North Stars Football. The bomb, Wiggler, the bomb, reception, he's out of bounds, and then he dropped it anyway, headed to Richardson. Richardson has 1 touchdown reception tonight.
And he had about 5 or 6 yards on Lozier. I think Lozier is playing hurt, Foxy. I'm not sure, but it looks like he has no speed. And boy, Mike Skaggs has said something to him.
Giving him a pep talk. I'll tell you, Skaggs has done a lot of coaching with Lozier. He thinks Lozier has great potential in this Empire Football League. And Skaggs, the veteran who's had professional experience and big college experience, and couldn't find a better coach for Jamie Lozier as secondary coach.
And another thing, Foxy, they just took out Lozier and inserted good old number 40, Freddie Edquit.
2nd and 10, ball on the Storm 40. Fumble, but right back on it is Syracuse. Manor and Johnson, Madison Johnson also there, but it was covered quickly by Andre in the backfield. Things just underway in the second half. The North Stars down 21-3. They led 3-0. But since midway in the first quarter, this has been a stormy situation here. No doubt about it.
Choice of words, Fox.
Thanks. 3rd and 12 for the Syracuse Storm. They need to get just past midfield for the first down. They've been successful on 3rd down conversions. Robinson cuts to the inside.
Oh, that's a nice stick.
Madison Johnson and Vince Kujamko.
It's going to be 4th down, so the defense did their job, Foxy. They did let them get 1 first down, no big deal. 4th down now. The North Stars should get the ball back.
Fourth down situation.
And the offense is going to have to do something.
Syracuse scored on their first 3 possessions in the first half, and then time ran out before their 4th possession could really get underway. Big boot. Zawacki sends Skaggs back to the 22. Skaggs cuts it right. Mike Skaggs, high steps, knocked out of bounds around the 40. So the North Stars will have...
Oh, we got a flag down.
Why? Yes.
And they're pointing against the North Stars.
Don't tell me penalties are going to start to tell a story. Both teams with just 2 penalties in the first half. Oh, yes, they're all pointing.
You know, and it was way away from the play, Foxy. I'm going to call it a stupid penalty.
Well, they're saying too many men on the field. That's what some players were yelling from Syracuse as they headed in our direction. 11:13 on the clock. We're in the 3rd quarter. I'm Foxy Gagnon, along with Goose Gagnon. In our 5th season of Plattsburgh North Star football, Laura Gagnon on camera for us this year. What a job she's done. And Eric Gagnon, our stat man, our reliable stat man. Big conversation on the field.
Still a 4th down situation.
Well, the officials walking all over with the ball. Oh, they're stepping off against. What's going on here? I don't get any of this, Goose. They said it was a Plattsburgh penalty, and they stepped it off against Syracuse.
Maybe the penalty was called before the play. That's all I can think of is...
a lot of people are confused by this one.
I think the referees are too.
4 of the officials are in a discussion.
Now they're moving it against the North Stars. Oh, they keep moving it, Foxy. Oh, now it's going to be 4th and about 3.
Joe Parker is the head coach of the Syracuse Storm. He was halfway out in the field to try to figure out what in the world's going on.
Back to vote for Syracuse,
Zawacki booms it. Skaggs from the 19. Again, he tries to cut it right.
He's got some room.
Well, he got it back to about the 30. Plattsburgh will take possession. Now, their first 4 possessions of the first half, they came up with a field goal. That was Leon Theodoro's 47-yarder on the first possession. That possession was followed by an interception on the second possession, a punt on the third possession, and then they lost the ball on downs after a 15-play, 49-yard drive came up empty, just 5 yards short of the end zone. The North Stars offense back on the field from the 29-yard line. Plattsburgh territory. Lon Rosen gives to Wade Johnson, right side. Picks up about 7. No, maybe not, Goose.
No, you got to.
I was hoping it was 7. What a player he's been. Wade Johnson setting a record for yardage in one season. Well, boy, did I lie on that one. Pick up a 4.
Boy, sure looked more than that.
Looked like it. He was headed off right tackle for that patented long run. Haven Pope walks by us, Plattsburgh High School football player. Haven Pope scored the winning touchdown for Plattsburgh High School against Tupper Lake. Syracuse defense just too much for Plattsburgh thus far tonight. Palmer nails Johnson.
The front 4 of the Syracuse team is just too much for the North Star offensive line, Foxy. It's plain and simple. They're penetrating. They're getting North Star's backs in the backfield. The offensive line just seem to be confused. They don't know how to handle it. And a lot of people are disappointed tonight. It's an awful quiet crowd.
And a number of left at halftime, but we're passing our warning. They're going to miss some fireworks before this ball game's over. Sly Pickney in motion. Rosen straight back, the pressure on again. Overshoots Lalonde, but let me tell you, Greg Jones was right with him.
He sure was.
Good defense from Syracuse, and Plattsburgh is shut out of their first possession of the second half. We've played almost, we're almost halfway through the third quarter already. North Stars with just 3 plays and out. Yardage in the first half, thanks to Ducky Drake and Jim Amarelli-Wary. 202 for Syracuse. Yards rushing, Plattsburgh 80.
Who made that tackle?
Glenn Arnold.
Glenn Arnold, nice.
Glenn Arnold with the tackle on Huffmaster, the punt returner. And Syracuse will take possession, their second possession of the second half. North Stars defense, Vince Kuzamko, Keith Tedford, the middle of the defensive line. Dave Staley, Brian Passano, has he left the team? No, yes, Passano tonight. Thanks.
That's right, Foxy.
Back to work for Brian Passano, he's headed west. Robinson with the carry, he was lassoed around the 45-yard line by Darrell Lane. I thought it was Darrell Lane that made that tackle. 7:52 and counting. We're in the third quarter. Goose will have the North Star Player of the Game interview following tonight's ball game. Second and 6 for the Storm. Chris Wigler, what a first half he had. Robinson, defensive line closes, short gainer for Robinson. It's going to be 3rd and about 5. Manor in on the tackle along with Lane. Lane in on a number of plays. Also Keith Tedford there credited with a tackle. It's going to be a 3rd and 5.
Speaking of Keith Tedford, I think this is his last season. We talked about it, and hey, what a nice guy. Played his heart out on the offense and the defense. No matter where you put him, you got 150% from a Keith Tedford.
Right you are. And I shook his hand before the ball game. I said, I hope this isn't your last game, Keith. 3rd and 5. "47-yard line. Whistles blow, delay a game, penalty against Syracuse. We're going to rattle some papers for a minute. We want to tip our cap to Mac McCleary, the team historian, and he's a real statistician in his own right. And let me tell you, he came up with updated league records. Mac McCleary, jack of all trades. He was busy tonight doing some paperwork before the ball game, and he's got all the updated records. And it was a record-setting season for the Plattsburgh North Stars, no doubt about it. 1995, their 5th and their finest. 3rd and 9 for the Storm. Ball pushed back to the 41-yard line. 6 minutes remaining in 3rd quarter. Oh, wide open, great reception. Chaney.
Oh, beautiful.
Man, oh man, they are just beating the cornerbacks. Those days of those interceptions by Cosson, help me out. Cosson, Kirby. Kirby isn't here tonight.
Kirby's here tonight.
Well, he's not playing.
He's just coming in the ball game.
Well, jeez. Wow, good to see Frank Kirby out there. But Cosson, Kirby, Edquid, the days of those guys picking off passes, that's one thing, as you pointed out before the ball game started, that hasn't happened this season.
They got Mike Skaggs, moved him over to corner. They inserted Kirby as free. Now look at Skaggs. He's right up to the line of scrimmage against this receiver.
Robinson left side.
And we got
Flag
a flag
thrown.
on.
Robinson carrying the ball around the left side. So about
But that's the first time tonight that I've seen one of the corners up on the line of scrimmage on the receiver.
I'm going to continue to shuffle papers
Syracuse Storm.
How come?
because I want to find some things before tonight's game just
Don't lose
flies
my
by.
lineup, okay, Foxy?
No.
I'll give you my lineup.
Yep, for our fantasy football game. Our game is the game of the week. Goose's team against my team.
Drawings were held.
Game of the week.
I hope there won't be no hard feelings come to Monday night, Foxy.
There won't be any hard feelings once I'm 5-1 and you're 4-2. There won't be any hard feelings whatsoever. Empire Football League standings.
9-7-6.
Newburgh and Plattsburgh officially end at 9-1.
The other number is 046.
Syracuse 7-2, Scranton 7-3, Capital Ann 5-5, Glove City's 5-5. Then the teams that didn't make the playoffs: Watertown, Hudson Falls, Berkshire, Montreal, and Hudson Valley. Montreal and Hudson Valley only won one game all season. Syracuse with a 1st and 7. That one bounced. We saw that one. Rasco was there. That one bounced. Other side defending was Craig Ellison. The receiving leader in the league, yardage receiving, was Magda of Scranton, followed by the dangerous Larry Spear of Hudson Falls. Steve Lalonde was 3rd. Passing, Lalonde rose in 2nd in the league in passing yardage. Passing leader was Kennedy of Scranton, passed for over 1,500 yards. 2nd and 7 for the Syracuse Storm. They have the 21-3 lead. No scoring yet in the 3rd quarter. Flags all over. It's getting sloppy.
And I think it's going to be against the North Stars offside.
Wade Johnson, the scoring leader of the Empire Football League in his rookie season in the league, followed by Pease of Newburgh and Holmes of Newburgh. Kickoff returns, Skaggs finished the season second in the league. Punt returners, Skaggs second in the league. Interceptions leader, we knew it would be Richie of Glove Cities. Year after year, he's there as a interceptions leader.
Second and short yardage, 4:16 left in the third quarter.
Passano was among the league leaders for Plattsburgh in sacks. And of course, Shannon Manor among the league leaders in tackles. Robinson, oh boy, drags a couple of, no, he doesn't go off his feet and he gets the first down easily. Ryan Robinson running up a storm tonight for the Syracuse Storm.
And the North Stars are just, beyond themselves.
And as you said, Goose, in the first quarter, I think you said it, can't score if you don't have the ball. And so Syracuse is just grinding it out, getting the first downs when they have to.
Running time off the clock.
Looking over the North Star statistics, Goose, we do want to say their interceptions leader was Jamie Lozier. Led the team with 4, just missed being among the league leaders. But 4 interceptions for the Plattsburgh North Stars. Wade Johnson led the team with 14 touchdowns, Steve Lalonde with 8, and Mike Skaggs with 5 on the season. Timeout in the field, 3:34 remaining in the third quarter. It's Syracuse 21, Plattsburgh 3. Goose, we're on the Plattsburgh 24-yard line for the 1st and 10. We're going to check on this drive how many plays Syracuse has run on this drive. Look at Robinson. Robinson on his feet.
A lot of missed tackles there, Foxy.
Robinson running the way we've seen Terrence, Mr. Unbelievable Buford run, the way we've seen Zigzag Ziegler run, the way we've seen Wade Johnson run this season. Look at this. We're down to the 11-yard line for a 1st and 10.
And Foxy, I'm afraid if the Storm score here, that's the final nail in the coffin for this ball game.
No, because I said they'd score 4. The Plattsburgh would score 4 in the second half, and that would make it 31 points, Goose. So it would be 31-28. Wiggler with the fake.
Oh, wide open.
No.
He had the tight end wide open.
Oh, he did? Didn't see it.
Number 88.
He went for Richardson. Skaggs there on coverage. How about this possession, Eric? What do we got? Started on their own 40, and this is they've had 7 plays on this drive. And they're down to the 11.
And the Syracuse Storm on the sideline are celebrating already, even though it's the third quarter.
Yeah, they've got all the problems of the world solved here right in front of us. Robinson looks for room. Madison Johnson got him around the shoelaces. We've had some North Star player of the games this season, Goose.
Oh, yeah?
Game number 1 against Scranton, Mike Skaggs. Game number 2, North Stars went on the road, came up with a win against Hudson. They could have beaten Houston Oilers, I bet. Game 3 was against Capital Ann. Lon Rosen was our player of the game. Game 4 against Hudson Falls. We made the road trip. Wade Johnson was our player of the game. Game 5 was in Montreal. John Mishak, our buddy, did that ball game. We want to thank him for doing some of the road games this season.
Delay a game, Foxy.
Hey, it's going to be a 3rd and about 6. Game 6 against Glove Cities, Steve Lalonde was the North Star player of the game. Game 7 against Syracuse, we picked the defense. And they were represented by the defensive captains Kuzhamko and Manor. Game 8, the North Stars went to Berkshire, came up with a win. Game 9, which was played in Burlington against the Watertown team, and Jamie Lozier was the North Stars player of the game. And then Game 10 against Newburgh, Wade Johnson and Jake Wilson teamed up as the North Stars players of the game. A minute 23. Cheerleading on the sidelines. Let's go offense. 3rd and 11. What a hit. What a hit. They're driving Robinson back. Madison Johnson, the mad dog.
And boy, he's looking over there.
This guy loves football. His name's Madison Johnson. The mad dog is loose. Well, that was a big loss, Goose. That'll take away some of Robinson's yardage. He was probably nearing the 200 mark. So that'll put a dent in that.
They're going for a field goal here.
Field goal attempt, Zawacki. He's a good kicker. They spotted at the 21. Jeff Zawacki to attempt a 31-yard field goal, and Richardson holds. Zawacki's kick is good. 3 more points for Syracuse. A beautiful 31-yard field goal, Jeff Zawacki. And with 10 seconds remaining in quarter 3, the score, the Syracuse Storm 24, the Plattsburgh North Stars 3 on the North Stars Television Network. Zawacki with the kick. It's a roller right off the mask of Staley, and he got it back.
Yeah, he did.
Right off Staley's face mask, but the tough-nosed player from Saranac Central, Plattsburgh North Stars, gobbled it up, and that ends the 3rd quarter. Earlier in the ball game, we mentioned some of our friends and fans who were seated to our right. We forgot to mention the group from Beekmantown Central, which comes to every ball game, and we certainly want to point them out. And then to our left, Jack Sabrin and his family's here tonight, along Greg Haberstroh couldn't make it. He's on duty, New York State Police, but so Jack's sidekick couldn't make it to this game. The Missionelli family is here. Of course, Dick and Karen Hegnauer making another ball game. They've been at a number of the North Star home games. They try to get to every one over the last few years. Always come and sit right next to our Dames Renall press box. North Stars with the ball at the 42-yard line, 1st and 10. Glenn Arnold to the right.
Uh-oh.
Well, what happened there?
Rosen got hit just as he was throwing the ball.
Oh, I was watching the passing routes. Arnold cut over the middle, and Pickney was going long. Well, Goose, I got Pickens on my team from Cincinnati Bengals on my team. You got to watch out for him. I got a feeling he's going to have a big ball game this weekend on our fantasy football league.
Oh, Rosen ain't getting a chance, Fox.
Flag thrown here in the secondary. Picked off. Interception, Wren. Oh. Jones with the tackle. Coaches of Syracuse, we got a problem here. We got a problem. Lon Rosen wants a flag. Coaches of Syracuse want questions answered. There's quite a discussion. Rosen's satisfied. What happened? Roughing the passer? What happened here? Wren picks off a Rosen pass. It would have been the 2nd interception of the night on Rosen, but
there was a penalty after that, and Rosen, the number 52 of Syracuse got in it.
Oh, and that's Ronnie Johnson. He's their top defender. He's the guy who led the league in sacks. Well, what are they going to do with this? We got 14:40 on the clock. We're in the fourth quarter. Getting back to some of the North Star fans, Charlie Hicks was here. He's been a reliable North Star fan through the years. Of course, we mentioned last week our good friends Mr. Duquette and Ms. Kelly. At every North Star game, they were looking for some excitement. I saw them at halftime. Lon Rosen on the keeper, gets the first down, flag thrown. Johnson lands Rosen, but what's the flag, Goose?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Illegal block.
Yep, Plattsburgh.
Holding North Stars.
The fifth year of the Plattsburgh North Stars, 1995 season. Of course, the foundation was laid by John Williams and his cast of coaches like Don Bainbridge, Art LaMarche, Earl Burnell. I'm watching the action here as well. 2nd and 15 for Plattsburgh. And the third year, Doug Perez took over as head coach, led the team into the next 2 seasons. Jim Godfrey as defensive coordinator. I want to mention Mike James as one of the early coaches as well for the Plattsburgh North Stars.
The number we're still looking for.
Dutch Cromer, of course, don't want to forget him.
0401. That's 597.
And in the 5th season, Hal Ross took over as head coach.
401. Please check your tickets.
A few games into the season, Mike LeBaire took over as the head coach as Hal Ross left the area, and Mike LeBaire leading the team to the semifinal game of the 95 season. But boy, it has not been a happy night for the North Star players, coaching staff, fans, and broadcasters.
You got that right.
2nd and 15, Goose. Lon Rosen with Harris, the lone setback. Rosen was decked as he released.
He's not getting a whole lot of time.
No way.
Foxy, and we talked about it earlier that the Storm's front four are just overpowering the North Stars offensive line.
Yeah, Rosen was 4 of 10 in the first half and 0 for 3 in the second half thus far. First downs in the ball game. Scranton has 14 to Plattsburgh's 5. Plattsburgh still looking for its first down of the second half. They're making my prediction of 4 touchdowns in the second half a little off. A little off. 3rd and 15. Storm secondary not sure of its coverage on this play. Rosen with the bomb to Lalonde, knocked away down around the Storm's 30-yard line, and Jones there again with a big play. He's been a mighty good defender for the Storm tonight.
Good coverage there. Good coverage.
Goose, you're going to be...
oh, we got a player down.
Yes, that's Matt Inhelder. He's gone through the entire season. Mark Donnelly, who has helped out as a trainer for the North Stars in the second half, hustles out onto the field. Timeout in the field, 13:42 remaining fourth quarter. It's Syracuse 24, Plattsburgh 3. Inhelder from Beekmantown Central limped off the field, 4th down, and the boot from Theodoro. Sky high and back. He was kicking at the University of Pittsburgh, you know, that's Theodoro. What a return.
Oh, tripped up by Shannon Manor, the guy that centered the ball, Foxy. He's still hustling.
Moore with a beautiful return for the Storm. 13:05 on the clock. And it'll be Syracuse ball. First and 10 from the 39-yard line. Storm territory. Chris Wigler quarterbacked all the way. That'll be a penalty on Tedford, I do believe, unless there was movement. But
I don't think so.
For the Syracuse scoring,
Against the North Stars, 5 yards.
runs by Robinson and Clanton following the touchdown pass from Wigler to Richardson. Plattsburgh penalty sets it up. Oh, and also the 31-yard field goal by Zawacki. First and 15, or first and 5. 44-yard line, the give right up the middle. Marty Clanton dances near a first down.
Can be short though.
Lane tripped him up, and the caveman Vince Kujamko landed him. Second and 3. Goose will have his North Star Player of the Game interview immediately following tonight's ball game. And unless we have a sudden change of events, this will be our sign-off for the 95 season. But I'm still waiting for those 4 touchdowns. Goose would give us a 31-24 victory. Wigler from the 46. Give right up the gut. Robinson. No, that was Andre. They put Andre in for those short distance first downs. It's a 3rd and 1. Now they bring in an even bigger guy, that number 48. He's Dennis Gorman. He's a 230-pound running back. 3rd and 1. Syracuse already talking about next week. Maybe they get to have a home game next week. Wigler. Madison Johnson tripped him up, but it was only after Wigler had made his move through the heart of the North Stars defensive line and picked up the first down.
And I don't think you'll see Syracuse even put the ball up in the air unless they have to. They're content with letting that clock run and moving the sticks downfield.
10 minutes maybe left to the North Stars 95 season, Goose. It's been a great season, no question about it. More than we ever hoped 4 or 5 years ago when we set foot on this field to open up the 91 season. Who would think the North Stars would go 9-1? We never would have thought it then. And we're already looking forward to a great 96 season.
Now tipped and incomplete.
Off the hands of Moore, headed right in between Allison and Skaggs, but again, early in the season, that would have been a foot closer. Skaggs would have picked it off and run for a touchdown. Those kind of things happened early in the year.
That's right, Foxy. And geez, I guess I shouldn't have said that. I said that the Storm wouldn't put the ball up in the air unless they had the 1st and 10. I guess they felt they had to.
You're right. Second and 10, ball on the 46-yard line. Cheney comes our way in motion. Wigler drops way back, has the time.
That's a catch.
What a reception by Cheney.
Good play by Sean Raskell, and I think he might have even tipped the ball, but the receiver caught the ball, kept his feet in, and then went out of bounds.
Cheney, what a catch. Oh, Goose, there's been some great memories through this season. Let's throw a couple around. Let's start it off with Mike Skaggs' touchdown catch against Scranton in the far corner of the end zone. We were standing right here where we are now. We saw it all.
Oh, what an exciting game to start the season off with, and a dramatic victory by the North Stars kind of set the tone for the season.
Third and 6. Wiggler on the rollout.
Wide
Connection and stepping out of bounds is Cheney. The passes continue. That's not 9 completions in the ball game. No, wait a minute. Not yes. 10. Yeah, but 9 by. Yes. Gotcha on that one. 9 completions for Wiggler and 10 in the ball game for Syracuse. You know, talking with Ernie Fulmer earlier in tonight's game, we should have pointed out Ernie holds the team record for most pass receptions in a game. 7 against Berkshire in the 94 season and 6 against Johnstown in the 93 season. First and 10, 30-yard line. Wiggler on the run. Complete. What a hit from Skaggs.
We got a flag down here. I'm not sure what it is.
Flags on the field.
Might be. I think it's against the Storm.
Motion penalty against Syracuse.
You know, and that defense for the North Stars got to be pretty exhausted. They've been, you know, the Storm has made a lot of long drives, Foxy.
Back to the running back.
7:24 remaining in the fourth quarter. The only Plattsburgh score was 4 minutes into this ball game. A 47-yard field goal by Leon Theodoro. Since then, it's been all Syracuse, and the stands have emptied. Equipment timeout on the field. Mike Skaggs with some equipment repair. 7:07 on the clock. Play will resume just momentarily. Talking about some of the memories of the 94 season. How about at Hudson Valley, where we always get a whale of a ball game, or excuse me, Hudson Falls against the Green Jackets, when Skaggs scooped up that ball and ran about 90 yards on a fumble. That was a great play. First and 17. Laura Gagnon on camera. Marty Clanton driven out of bounds. First man there, Craig Allison.
Carries the ball around the left side.
Another 5-year veteran of the North Stars.
Driven out of bounds by Allison.
Goose, another of my favorite plays. The run by Wade Johnson against Hudson Falls Green Jackets. What was it, 98 yards or something from scrimmage for a touchdown?
That's right.
Oh, was it 98? I think it was 98 or 7.
That's right. And what a good season he had, Fox. He led the league in rushing, broke the record for most rushing yards in a single season. You got to take your hat off to him. He had a fine season.
The North Stars coaching staff, Mike LeBaire and Albert Brinson, Dan Raymond, who's there with a knee operation tonight. Help me out, Goose. Coach Kuzamko, the caveman's dad. Paul Drillette. Gorman with the carry. And the clock continues to wind down. 5:23.
One coach we forgot, Todd Harvey.
Todd Harvey, yep. Thanks very much, Goose. I'm not sure if he's able to be here tonight. I didn't see him prior to game time, but yep, Todd Harvey coaching. It's been nothing but a successful season for the Plattsburgh North Stars.
Jay Pasalacqua.
That's right, thank you. Jay Breakaway Pasalacqua.
And what a long drive this has been, Foxy.
Oh, Eric, how many plays in this drive?
9.
9 plays. They just hog the ball. They have hogged the ball. Pass complete. Wigler with the first down pass. Cheney gets it again. 4:32 and counting. Another first down. First down number, oh my, 17. Who would have thought? And how many first downs did they have in the previous meeting between these two teams? 13. 13, so they've outdone that. Except previous meeting, the North Stars had 15 first downs. Tonight, only 5 and none in the second half. 4 minutes left in the ball game. Syracuse 24, the North Stars 3.
Oh, and they have to call timeout.
Timeout, Syracuse, 3:53 remaining in the fourth. It's Syracuse 24, Plattsburgh 3 on the North Stars television network. Yard line, 1st and 10, Storm trying to culminate a long scoring drive with more points. Robinson into the end zone. Robinson into the end zone. Touchdown. Well, if there was any question, that's a 13-yard touchdown run. Robinson's second touchdown of the ball game. I don't know what that squawking is. I don't know what that means. I wish I knew. But it's now Syracuse 30 and Plattsburgh 3. When the rest of the league sees the results of tonight's game, they're going to be as shocked as everybody else is here in Plattsburgh.
Skaggs is the only one still playing.
Point after goes in, a line drive. Point after is good. I think we got it on camera. I think so, yeah. And with 3:43 remaining in this ball game, it's Syracuse 31, Plattsburgh 3. Jeff Zawacki will boot it away to Plattsburgh. Mike Skaggs, the deep man. We're coming up with our panel of judges. You might have heard some conversation. Another rolling kick out of bounds. You might have heard part of our panel of judges casting votes here a few moments ago. And a couple different players getting some votes as player of the ball game. Goose will have the North Star player of the game interview immediately following tonight's ball game. We never give away who it is. We never tell ahead of time.
That's right, Foxy. Hey, Foxy, a couple people I'd like to thank this year. Your son, Eric, keeping stats all year, and terrific job. It helps us so much up here in the booth, and we have a lot of fun with it. I'd like to thank your wife, Laura, for the fine job she's done this year filming, and
the North Country's most beautiful videographer.
That's right.
She's always got a smile on her face, Goose. It's a pleasure working with her.
Foxy, she's got the hard job. We got the easy job just standing up here commenting. She's the one that has the camera on her shoulder for the whole ball game. And
Randy Brown to Pinckney! Randy Brown to Pinckney! Randy Brown in at quarterback. They don't call him the Bomber for nothing. Bomber Brown. Hey, he's been tuning up all season for this because he plays that flag football, and I'm telling you, he makes the headlines every week. He throws 2-3 touchdown passes. Randy Bomber Brown on the completion to Pinckney. Yes, thanks for your comments about our videographer, Goose.
Geez, Foxy, and one more, I got to thank you. Geez, we've been doing this. We have a lot of fun with it. I get a lot of comments about it.
You do?
Yes, the public really enjoys it. And
Brown complete to Lalonde.
You know, they enjoy our show, and thanks a lot. I enjoyed this season, and a big thank you to the Plattsburgh North Stars players and coaches. They're the ones that are out here practicing 2 or 3 nights a week, making a big sacrifice, and my hat off to them.
Thanks, Goose. Very well said. That was almost a speech. Gee, that was pretty good. Well, there's timeout in the field. It's 52 here.
Johnson?
That good, yeah, Ronnie Johnson. He's upset about something, my goodness. He's real upset about something, and the Coach Parker is talking with him. I don't know. I'd hate to see it if his team was behind in tonight's game. 2-minute warning on the field. It's Syracuse 31, Plattsburgh 3 on your North Stars television network. Second and 2, ball at the 22. Bomber Brown in, Vince Harris, the man behind. The lone setback, fakes right, goes left for the corner. Brown to Lalonde. Bomber Brown to Steve Lalonde.
Across the border again, Boxer.
Yes, across the border. That was in preseason, and let me tell you, Goose, I predicted the North Stars would score in the second half.
Yeah, they got scored 3 more times, though, Boxer.
We got a minute 52. The North Stars have time.
How many touchdown passes is that for Randy Brown this year?
Oh, geez, you're putting me right on the spot. I already gave my stat sheet. Eric can look that up when he gets a chance. But yes, very good point. Very good point. I already gave all my stats, season stats, to Eric for his clipboard. Kevin DeSnare out for the extra point. This is a rugby player from Ottawa, and he joined the North Stars at mid-season. Bomber Brown to hold. DeSnare's kick. Oh, nice one. Nice one from DeSnare. He picks up the point.
Do you think we'll see an onside kick, Foxy?
Duke and Key Bank on that one. 1:52 remaining in the fourth, and it's Syracuse 31, Plattsburgh 10 on the North Stars television network. Well, once again, Eric Gagnon, the man on the spot, he came up with these stats just like that. You'd think he brings the lap computer with him or something. The 6th touchdown pass of the season for Randy Brown. The onside kick, the snare doesn't get it 10 yards. Had to go 10 yards, but it did not. So what do they do here? They can get possession right here where it went out?
I believe so.
Well, that's not fair. Let them kick it again. They get it right there?
Yeah.
I don't like that rule. So Goose, getting back to fantasy football, I got Pickens. Who's going to be your top receiver? Who you got on your team? For
Michael Irvin.
Well, he's not bad. Now running back, though, I know I'm going to outdo you in running back. Emmitt Smith.
Yeah, you might. But I'm
Who's your big running back?
I'm starting somebody brand new this year. Tyrone Wheatley.
He doesn't have it.
He's your big running back?
Yeah.
He doesn't have it.
Tyrone Wheatley. Well, that might be your sneak pick of the week.
What defense you using?
Oh, I got Kansas City Chiefs
They're no
defense.
good.
They are. They get me double figures every week.
I got the best. They got the
Wow.
record.
Wow. Who?
Pittsburgh.
You got the Steeler, that
They
steel
got the
curtain.
That's right.
I think
Steel curtain
it shapes up as a good matchup. That's why we're both 4-1.
Who's your quarterback?
Quarterback?
Yeah.
Oh, Brett Favre.
He's no good.
He's very good. 2 touchdown passes
Yeah,
almost
but he's
every
playing
game.
against Dallas.
Yeah, I know, that hurts. That hurts a little. A minute 28, and Syracuse is going to run out the clock. Goose will have our North Star Player of the Game interview coming up. And there's timeout on the field or whatever. Yep, timeout. With the score, Syracuse 31, Plattsburgh 10. Well, the second down play, but it doesn't really matter. And in fact, no problems here, no problems. The Syracuse videographer has already packed up his tripod. He's seen enough in this game, but then he saw the scuffling, so he got the camera back on. And people are starting to throw soda bottles in front of us. They're a little upset. But we have just officially met with our panel of judges and selected our North Star Player of the Game. We'll have that coming along after the players are finished standing around for the closing minute of the ball game. We want to thank our friends who have been our supporters throughout the entire season, and that's all of our friends and the staff at Augie's Diner and the Corner Mart, especially Scott and Dee and Keith. What great supporters they are of of us and the North Star broadcast team, and it's been for a number of years, and we really appreciate their help. And I'll tell you, for a great breakfast, it's Augie's Diner, and you can't beat the subs at Corner Mart. I just sneaked that one in.
Well, Foxy, I enjoyed this season with everybody. The North Stars can hold their heads up high. They had a great season, their best season ever.
It's been a great Plattsburgh North Star season. Ends on a down note, of course, with the loss in the semifinal game. They had a bye for the first round of the playoffs, but the North Stars' greatest season ever comes to an end. 9-1 in league play.
That's the ball game. Final.
A number of these players that you see right now, the men in blue, will be selected for postseason awards for all-star teams. Among them, number 50, Shannon Manor. So, a lot of great things about the North Star season this year, and we're going to walk across this field proudly. It's been a great season, and we want to tip our caps to all of the North Star players and the coaches. Goose will have the North Star Player of the Game interview coming up. The final score from Bailey Avenue, Syracuse 31 and the Plattsburgh North Stars 10. Our North Stars Player of the Game for the final game of the season are the men that put the points on the board. Leon Theodoro with a 47-yard field goal, and Randy Bomber Brown went, what do we call it? Cross the border. Goose has him for the interviews.
Well, guys, congratulations. First of all, I know it's difficult to come over here and have an interview on a losing note. Leon, I'm going to talk to you first because I know you got a long trip ahead of you, all right? A lot of the Plattsburgh fans don't know about you. Fill us in, especially what you do every weekend, okay?
Well, I live up in Central Jersey, and I travel up here for the weekends, 5-hour trip. And I get up here the day of the game and go home at the end of the game. And been doing that since July. And I don't know, it's winding down, but I really enjoyed being up here and playing. It's been great.
Okay, what about your background in college? Did you kick on a collegiate level?
Yeah, I kicked. Well, actually, I punted and kicked off for University of Pittsburgh for 3 years, 91, 92, 93, and from there I found this league to kick in, and I'm having a good time playing here.
Now, I know you buy or get copies of the games. Do you send these out to the NFL? Or are you interested in kicking in the NFL? Any hopes of that?
Yeah, you know, after a game like tonight, you know, it gets in the back of your head that, you know, maybe, you know, I got a chance to pursue it. But, you know, with the CFL expanding and, you know, arena football getting more popular, you know, after a night like this, I can send the film to some teams and hopefully, you know, raise some eyebrows with it.
Now, when you made the kick tonight, the 47-yard field goal, when you kicked it, did you know it was good?
Yeah, it felt pretty good. This guy here, my holder, he's been great. He scooped it up. I told him like Cal Ripken, and you know, I just, you know, got my whole leg into it, and it just sailed over. I think I might have had another yard in me, but that's about it. But I was really glad to get the 3 points on the board, and you know, we started off positive.
Okay, Bomber, I got to get over to you. Okay. We know that it hasn't been an easy season for you, let's face it, but you stuck it out. If they wanted you to play tight end, you played tight end. If they probably asked you to play running back, you'd play running back. Give us just thoughts about this season.
Well, I don't know. I've had a difficult season. I knew all along there was another quarterback coming in, so that didn't bother me. Little things here and there get on you, but I guess like everybody says, I stuck it out and I played, and wherever they needed me, I was willing to go. So I stuck it out and just played. That's all I'm here for. I just wanted the ring. That's all I was really waiting for.
Well, Randy, you've been with the team from day one, since the North Stars started football, and this is the best season ever. You got to be happy at the progress that you've seen so far.
Yeah, I am. Really impressed. We brought some players up that, you know, helped make this team, gel this team, you know, a little bit better, made us better. I think when you got athletes like Mike Skaggs, Vince Harris came in, and like that, at the beginning we had James Cooper also. When you play with them, they lift you up to play to a different level also, and I think that's what helped out the team a lot. They played with us, and they brought the team up.
Now, Randy, you've been with the team for 5 years. Any thoughts about next year, or are you just going to wait till next year gets here?
Wait till next year. I've been telling. I don't know how I feel. Probably not, but I'm not.
But that could change, right?
Yeah, it could. But the way it seems, probably not.
Well, Randy, I just want you to know that you've done a terrific job playing for the North Stars and representing the North Stars. You always got time for the kids to sign autographs and to talk with them, and you've been a class act, and congratulations.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I just wanted to say something about Leon's field goal.
Okay, all right.
He kicked it. I was watching, and also I look over, and Leon's running over towards their sideline. I didn't know if he knew it was going to go in or not.
I was trying to put a little English on that.
What's he doing over there?
Yeah, I drifted off a little bit.
Well, we're running late tonight, so Foxy, I'm ready to close out.
Goose, my man, we couldn't close it with two finer gentlemen, and this represents the class of the Plattsburgh North Stars as far as we're concerned. They're a class team in the Empire Football League. They did it all year, and I'll tell you, Leon Theodoro, one of the new guys on the team, a class ball player, and Randy Bomber Brown, who's been a class ball player 5 years, and he's big in our hearts, Goose, you know that. So we couldn't end it on a finer note. And we want to thank everyone who followed the North Stars throughout the 95 season. Yes, we'll be back in 96. We're going to have Leon Theodoro if he doesn't have bigger plans, and we're going to tie Randy Brown into a uniform and get him back. I want to thank everyone who's helped us out throughout the season, especially Laura, my babe, and Eric, my son. It's been a great season. Goose, thanks to my little brother. That's it for the 1995 season. Good night, North Country.
Thanks for a comment.